Accessible research summary. Employment inequalities, African American and white women with disabilities. While the unemployment rate of people with disabilities is significantly higher than non-disabled people, these differences are even more extreme for people of color, especially women of color. African American women with disabilities in particular are more likely to live in poverty, have lower levels of education, and have less work experience, all of which can negatively impact employment opportunities. Vocational rehabilitation helps people with disabilities prepare for employment by providing education, training, and job placement services. Previous research has found women with lower vocational rehabilitation outcomes than men. People of color also have lower vocational rehabilitation outcomes than white people. This study focused on employment outcomes between African American and white women with disabilities. It also examined how individual and environmental factors impacted employment outcomes. Main findings: white women with disabilities were more likely to be employed than African American women with disabilities. African American women with disabilities were more likely to be turned away from vocational rehabilitation than white women with disabilities. More money was spent on white women with disabilities than African American women with disabilities. African American women with disabilities were less likely to receive transportation services as part of their vocational rehabilitation services than white women with disabilities. Women with psychiatric disabilities were less likely to be employed than those with other disabilities. Women on Supplemental Security Income, SSI, / Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI, were less likely to be employed than those who did not get SSI or SSDI. Women who received job placement and/or on-the-job support were more likely to be employed than those who did not receive these services. These disparities can be reduced by ignoring stereotypes and promoting individualized attention by vocational rehabilitation counselors. This Accessible Research Summary Brief series is brought to you by the Institute on Disability and Human Development at University of Illinois at Chicago.